In this video, we're going to look at installing fonts on your iPad. We're going to do it in two methods. We're going to install fonts globally so they're available to anything on your iPad, any of the word processors, Page, all those apps. And we're also going to install fonts in the Affinity apps so they're available only to Designer and Affinity Photo. This could be the case if you have commercial fonts that you've a license only to use in one project in Affinity, for example. So you can install only in Affinity or you can install globally. So the first thing we need, we'll install globally and we'll go to find a font. Now I've got 1001 fonts here, obviously 1001freefonts.com, and we'll find ourselves a font. These are the new fonts. There's Melbourne. Now that's an interesting font if you're a writer, because you could use that on the cover of a crime thriller novel. So let's download that. Do you want to download Melbourne? M-A-L-B-O-U-R-N-E. Remember it for when you've downloaded it. We'll download that, and you can see up the top there, just under the red recording arrow, that it is actually downloading. At least I hope it is. Let's have a look at that. 41k of 41k. Did it download? Now we're going to need another font to install in the Affinity programs only. So let's download Hello Cristina while we're at it. Now do I want to download Hello Cristina? And I've tapped on yes. Okay, now we have the recording continuing. We've ended up with Hello Cristina and two versions of Melbourne. Melbourne 1 and Melbourne 2, because suddenly the internet cleared and the download proceeded. Okay, what we have is those two fonts, Hello Cristina and Melbourne. I'll install Melbourne globally. That's the first one you can see on the list there. Let's just tap that to get rid of that. And the second one is Hello Cristina. These are free fonts for personal use, and I'm going to put that one in Affinity. Okay, we can close that down, and let's have a look at Files. Files is down here. There's Hello Cristina and two versions of Melbourne, and you can see them rattling away there. They're uploading to the iCloud. Everything's blazing along now. Isn't that fantastic? So let's have a look at melbourne.zip, and I can see I held the pencil on it until up popped the menu. Now I can uncompress it, the bottom option, and there's Melbourne Free. It's opened a folder you can see at the top there, and while we're at it, let's open Hello Cristina. Let's uncompress that one as well. Hello Cristina and Melbourne Free. Remember those because we're going to need to locate them. Now, what we've got to do to install the fonts on the iPad is locate a program, and I use a program called Any Fonts. Now, can't find it here, of course. A-N-Y, Any Font. There it is. So let's open Any Font. And it shows you all the fonts currently installed, and it comes up with a tick over here next to that one, but that's not the one I want. So tap on the plus sign in this case, and you can go this font bundles everywhere. Mostly free, 1000 font bundles. iCloud Drive, because this is where I put it. There's the downloads folder. The name, we can put the date. There's Hello Cristina and Melbourne Free. So it's the most recent date it's showing there. Most recent update. Now we're going to put Melbourne Free, I determined, was going to be the system one. Tap on the folder and you go to Free TTF. And tap on that one. And it comes up and says Install. I'll just close that for the moment. A, B, C, D, L, Melbourne Free. There's the one. Melbourne Free TTF. I've just tapped on that. You can see it on the left-hand side. Sometimes they're a bit hard to work out. So hold your finger on that to install it. Please tap on Allow to create the font profile. Allow. The profile is downloaded. Review the profile in the Settings app if you want to install it. This is the system settings, so we'll close that, click on Done. Remember, it's called Melbourne. We're finished with that any font now because we're only installing Melbourne app in that. Let's go back to our system settings. We don't want fonts because it's not there yet. General and Profiles. In Profiles, we can see Melbourne Free. So that's General, in your system settings, General, Profiles, Melbourne Free. Don't get fooled and go to the fonts thing, it's not there. Go to Melbourne Free TTF and tap on that one. Now it's not signed, so it's not officially an Apple edition, so it tells you that. But we want to install it, so just install it there. I'll type in my passcode. There we go. Next. Profile is not signed, it's just going through all this hoopla. Install the profile. The profile is installed. Click Done. There it is, Melbourne Free. Just there, level with the general blue line. Melbourne Free TTF. Now you can use the TTF or the OTF file. There is a distinction, but now it's installed in there and it's installed on the system. How can we tell? Well, let's go to Affinity. Affinity Designer. Let's try that one for a start. Initializing, it always does, takes a moment. Let's open that up because that's one I was playing with before, the My Cat font. Artistic text. We don't want My Cat and we don't want it. I would suggest that 80 is a good font size to start with, and we want A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L. There we go. Melbourne Free. Yep, Melbourne Free. Click on that one. And this is, whoops, too many E's. R-N-E. This is Melbourne. Tap there and there's your font. It thinks it's misspelt, but you can turn that on or off as you like. It's a bit of a pain sometimes. But sometimes it reminds you, particularly with dodgy fonts like this, M-A-L-B-O-R-N-E. Have I misspelt that? Don't know. M-A-L-B-O-U-R-N-E maybe. Let's have a look at the font. M-A-L-B-O-U-R-N-E. Aha, M-A-L-B-O-U-R-N-E. There we go. Still misspelt because it's it thinks it's a funny word. Okay, that's installed on the system. Let's exit that. Okay, what I want to show you is, let's do pages in that case. Pages, a blank, call up a blank. There's our cats again. There we go. Now we want to start a new line of text. I want to change the font from Cats Alpha, get the typewriter typing bar out the way, H-I-J-K-L. There's Melbourne Free. And you can see because it's a global font, it's also now available to things like this. Malbourne, Melbourne font. So it's available on the system. Let's increase that font size so we can see it. Melbourne font. Too easy. Now then, let's go and install a font in Designer. So it's in Designer only. From this case we go back to there, back to the opening canvas of either Designer or Photo, and go to Fonts. Now we want to install a font, and we want to install not BGOC, which is one I installed for. We want to install Hello Cristina. And there's Hello Cristina. Let's install the TTF file. ABC GGG. You can see it's not there yet, but don't be discouraged by this because it's done and we've got to exit out of that. Now if you want to load a font, having installed the TTF file, we should be able to open that up, initializing, which usually means if you've just done this, it's installing the font. Let's go up here and we'll put that there. We don't want Melbourne free. Move that out the way. Hello Cristina, and there it is. Gigantic font again. Hello, space. Hello Cristina. Let's move that over there where we can see it. And there you go. Hello Cristina. Now that's available in Affinity. Both Affinity Designer, and we should have it in Affinity Photo. All things being equal, let's have a look. Okay, what we need here is a blank, blank, blank. Creating a new document. Do the same deal. Put that in there. Select Arial. No. A, B, C, D, E. Hello Cristina. There it is there. You can see there down the bottom. Hello Cristina. H-E-L-L-O. That'll do. We don't need everything in there, do we? And there's Cristina. Nice black, and it's got purpley sort of haze around the outline. I couldn't be bothered fixing that right now. Let's just leave it the way it is. But that's in the Affinity thing. Now, if I finish Affinity, go back to Pages, press Return a couple of times. My new font. Now, what I want to do is change that font to Hello Cristina. Melbourne free. All fonts, move the keyboard out the way. A, B, C, D, F, G, G, G. And you can see Hello Cristina does not appear. It's only Herculanum, Helvetica, Graphic. There's no Hello Cristina. Giza Pro sounds good. Let's just make it Giza Pro so you can see that it's changed. So there you have it. Out of there, we now have fonts installed in Affinity that are only applicable to Affinity, and we have fonts installed globally that are available to everything, including Affinity. And the free fonts in this case are available from, what did I say? 1001 free fonts. And that's it. Thank you for watching. I hope that's not too complex. If you follow it step by step, I'm sure you'll get to it easily.